Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from VEIKK. This is the Studio VK1200 pen display, and this is a great portable display for digital artists or creators. So if you're looking for something that's not going to break the bank and you want to have a full pen display, then you might want to put this one on your short list to check out. It's got a lot of great features to it that we're going to dig into in just a few moments, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's quickly unbox the VK1200 so that you can see everything. Here is the pen display itself. I'm going to set this to the side just for a moment so you can see what's inside the box. Now, they do give you an artist glove here, or a drawing glove, so you can wear that to minimize smudging while you're drawing on the tablet. It's nice that they include it as an extra. If you are a digital artist, you probably already have some as well. Now, you do get a cleaning cloth here from VEIKK, so that's another thing that you can clean the screen with. A nice little extra. Now, you do have a pen holder here, and it's got several nibs for the pen already installed inside it here, and you can see right here those are the nibs for the pen, and it will go together just like this. And once it's screwed in, it locks into place, and you can put your pen inside. And on the bottom, you do have a nib remover for your pen as well. Now, speaking of pens here, we do have the P05 battery-free pen. So you do get that as well, but you also get two of them. They are battery-free. You do have a pressure sensitivity of 8,192 with a tilt of up to 60 degrees. Now, it has two programmable buttons on it, so you do have that as well. Feels good in the hand, not too heavy as well, so you'll be able to use this no problems without any fatigue, especially if you're going to be drawing for a long period of time. So overall, you get two of these pens. You get 8 nibs in the holder, and then in the box underneath, I'll show you, they give you even more, so that's really great. So overall, I'm impressed with the quality and comfortability of the pen, which is almost, to be honest, as important as the display itself, because you'll be using it quite a lot. Speaking of nibs, they give you 20 more, so you have a total of 28 nibs and another nib remover here for your pens. So that's really nice that they do that. And we do have 2 cables that you will have to set up to whatever device you're going to be using this on. If you're going to be using it on like a MacBook, you're going to use this mini HDMI cable to HDMI. So you do have that here, and this is going to go from the tablet to an HDMI port out on your either laptop or PC or Mac or whatever device you're going to be using. This is compatible with Windows 7 and above, Mac OS 10.12 or later, Chrome OS 88 or later, Linux. You've got a lot of different options. Now, the power cable is a USB Type-C power cable into the pen display, and then a USB for power. Now, some USB ports don't apply enough power, so you'll have to use both. On my Windows 10 PC, I only had to use one, so no problems there getting it hooked up. Now, you do get a little card here that tells you to go to their website to download the drivers, and I'll show you all of that when we start to set things up here. And of course, you also get a quick start guide for the VK1200 as well. So hold on to that just so that you have it. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual pen display here. You can see that we have an 11.6 inch display here with some bezeling on it. We do get 6 programmable buttons on the left-hand side. Now, this is a 1080p or 1920 by 1080 with a viewing angle of 178 degrees. It is an IPS display here, so you will have that. You do have a report rate of 290 RPS for those that actually do care for the real tech specs. It's a fairly thin tablet here. So not a bad deal, lightweight enough that I don't feel that you couldn't take this as a portable device. Now on the back here, you do have some feet here if you're going to use this flat on a table. It does not come with a stand, but you can of course use your own stand. Any tablet stand or something like that, which is adjustable, will work great for angles on this as well. It's got a nice aluminum metal shell on the sides and the back. And on this side, we've got our buttons and our power in at the top there, and then our mini HDMI in as well. Those are the two cables that will have to be connected to whatever device you're going to use. You have a power button, and you have a brightness control here, which is just basically up and down. So overall, a very nice looking tablet. It's fully laminated. And it does have that anti-glare coating on it as well, which cuts down on reflections. Now you can see in my regular room light, it kind of does get in there a little bit, but overall not bad at all. Now studio lights are going to be a little bit more harsh, but you're not going to be drawing under studio lights most likely. Okay, so to get this set up, you're just going to have to go to VEIKK's website here, and you can go to support. The support tab to download the drivers for this. It's very simple and easy, just to go to driver download, and then it'll ask you whether you have a pen tablet or pen display, and you can click on pen display and then drop down the box to the VK1200. Now you're going to have the Studio VK1200 for Mac OS, Windows, and Linux as well. Chromebook does not require drivers, so if you're using a Chromebook, you're not going to have to worry about that. Okay, so once you have it downloaded to your desktop, you just have to run it and install. It's a very quick install here. I'm just going to install this in its default location. And get it ready to go. This is going to allow you to calibrate the pen, set your pressure sensitivity, and map your buttons on the pen display as well. So there you go. Now I've got this VEIKK tablet icon here, and this will be to launch and get everything set up. Once you have it ready to go, you can now launch it. And you'll see here that you have several different options for the pen tablet itself, including the pen, which it starts you out on. It automatically detected my VK1200. And now I can assign actions to button 1 or button 2 on the pen. By default, they are right click and pen or erase mode. Now you can set this to anything you want, left click, middle click, wherever you would like to, as far as keyboard, tablet, monitor switch, navigating, an application, opening an application, or defaults as well. So you've got a lot of freedom to be able to really go through this. Now, as far as mapping goes, this is where we can map those 6 buttons here. We also have a rotate option. So if you're a left-hander and you may want to rotate this, you can do that as well. So you can rotate right from here. The screen mapping for selecting your monitor and your calibration as well. So you can calibrate the display. So you've got that there. Now, if you go into monitor settings here, this is where we can adjust the color temperature from sRGB, 5K, 6500, 7500, and 7500 really kind of looked the best to me, which is pretty close to the sRGB setting. So I'll leave it on the sRGB setting for now, and that is pretty much where, to my eyes, looked the best. So you also have function here, and this is where you'll go in and map all of your buttons here, K1 through K6. These are all those side buttons that you have. You can also click at the top here, and you can add in secondary programs, like if you're going to run Media Paint Pro and Photoshop and or any other art programs. Then you can add them in here, and you can set these buttons per app so you can have profiles. Again, you can set each one of these buttons just like the pen buttons. You've got a really diverse set of instructions that you can do to each button, so that's a very welcome thing as well. Back in the pen tab here, you can use the pen pressure here, and you can adjust it depending on how you like it. You do have an input and output curve here as well. You can see as I press down harder, it's telling me my pen pressure all the way up to over 8,000, and it's 8191 is the hardest pressure here. And we can adjust this input and output curve to our sensitivity liking as well. Okay, so once you have your pen display hooked up via just the two cables here, your power and of course your HDMI, you are set up and ready to go. Okay, so here we are with Medibang Paint Pro. A lot of digital artists use this program. I am not much of a digital artist myself, but I will do my best to try to cover as much as I can here. You can see that the pressure works pretty well here, even with just pencil, from very light strokes to deeper strokes there, no problems whatsoever. Being able to show you some of the parallax or lag that this may have, I'm going to adjust this to a little bit of a broader stroke here so that you guys can see that. And you'll be able to see here that there's really not that much lag going on. The only thing that I can notice is the gap between the nib and the laminated display, which you get used to pretty quickly. But overall, accuracy is very good. Pressure is very good on this. And you know, something in a budget-friendly tablet, this works out pretty well so far. So if I want to do lighter strokes, I can easily do them. And as you can see, the pressure is very nice with this pen display. So overall, yeah, this is a great pen display for someone that is a digital content creator that really is into digital art, being able to definitely crank out some really nice work on this if you can live with the fact that the screen size is 11.6 inches. Now you can turn the display off and use the monitor of whatever you have it connected to, say your PC, your Mac, or whatnot, and use this as kind of a blank canvas, a pen tablet instead of a pen display, and just use your monitor for this as well. So that's actually pretty cool if you want a larger display. I like the fact that this is a little bit on the smaller side for portability, especially somebody who's a digital artist that is going to be using this with their laptop, and they can just easily put this in their laptop bag with two cables and they're good to go. So overall, I don't mind that at all. As far as the accuracy of the pen, in the corners here you can see that it is a tiny bit off. It's something that you'll have to just get used to, but once you get used to, you're not going to have any problems. I can easily select anything that I want to here from the smaller menus, so I don't have any problems with the pen accuracy. It works out really well for being able to select different components of whatever program you're going to be using, and you can easily select them with the pen. You just have to also make sure that you go in and calibrate this in the setup utility, and that will improve much more. Being able to just grab things and to slide them even in this smaller menu works out really well. So there you go, that's my review of the VK1200 pen display. I think this is a great display for somebody that wants a smaller portable display that they can take with them with just two cables to hook up. This would be perfect for a laptop bag or on the go. So if you're a digital artist or content creator that's looking for a pen display that's not going to break the bank, you may want to put the VK1200 pen display on your shortlist. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.